satisfaction at seeing so many Caribbean stakeholders present here at this workshop. So I wish you all a very successful workshop, and I encourage you to participate, to ask questions, to contribute your perspectives, your experiences, so that we all can benefit. I thank you. With that, I'm going to turn over to Jacob, who's going to also give a few words.
So welcome everybody. Thank you again for coming. I'm Jacob Malthouse. I'm the Regional Manager for Caribbean and Canada. I'll give you a brief overview of the day, and I wanted to share with you some of my experiences around the Caribbean over the last 18 months. I also wanted to recognize some of my team members here. Anne Rochelle Ennie, who's the Regional Manager for Africa. Sally Bokea, Regional Manager for Pacific. Bahar Esmat, Regional Manager for the Middle East. And Pablo, trying to hide in the corner filming me. Thanks, Pablo. for Latin America. They do my job all around the world, and we've all been working in a new team to try and bring in some of the different global perspectives to ICANN. And it's great to see that success, in this room today. I just wanted to give a little bit of an overview. A lot of people, I know most of you are very familiar with this region, but not everyone is, and with my journey through it. Some of the OECS states, you'll see here maps and how they relate to their ccTLD. Now, in the OECS states, the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission has legal responsibility for the ccTLD, and as I believe now, gearing up operations across the board here, places like Montserrat, St. Kitts, Grenada, Anguilla, St. Lucia, Dominica, to try and formalize many of the operations around the ccTLD. You will see as well a variety of approaches emerging in this region, even despite different economic models, different governance models, and different profiles for each state or territory. You'll also see that the Caribbean, very diverse in terms of geography. Trinidad and Tobago, Haiti in terms of language and cultural background, Suriname and Guyana are actually on mainland Latin America. And that's why Pablo and I try not to be too pedantic about dividing up our regions. We really try and collaborate. Belize also on the mainland, each with different business models, each in different states of development. I think as you see through these slides, you'll actually see how many ccTLDs are actually in this region. 27 or 28, depending on how you count ccTLDs, which is an exceptionally large block for what is actually a small, relatively small geographic area of population, roughly 14 or 15 million people in the Caribbean. So and you'll see a similar approach in terms of the United Nations. You have a large voting bloc with a small population. So it's a very powerful region in terms of global governance. And that's now waking up, I think, in the ccTLD arena as well. And you also see observers like Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, each of which, even though you have language differences, have a common interest in the regional scope that is the Caribbean. And then, of course, Bahamas, Cuba, Cayman Islands, Martinique, Turks and Caicos, Virgin Islands, US and UK, which I didn't have time to get maps for. Yeah, sorry. This is kind of my dashboard, my sort of a little bit of a scorecard. Now it's not 100% up to date, but it gives you an impression of just how many ccTLDs there are and some of the indicators in terms of participation in the internet community or the ICANN arena. You have at-large structures, and Jackie Morris from Trinidad is the ALAC chair. I'm not sure if everybody knows Jackie, maybe just very senior Caribbean participation in ICANN, and you'll see the result there is we have, even in the last 18 months, this board was almost blank in at-large structures. These are groups that can participate, user groups that participate in creating a voice for Caribbean internet users in the ICANN process. ICANN needs your input, it needs your advice, it needs you to vocalize. All this week, yes, the Caribbean is here, we're on the map, and we want you to start doing some stuff for us. And we haven't heard that before from this region, so I hope that this week we'll be able to do that, and I'm really grateful that you're all here, and I hope you enjoy the day. I'm going to now pass over to David to give us an overview